as we finish the last couple of things, we've got Dom DeLuca, Nick Singleton, Abdul Carter, Tony Rojas, Drew, and Devon as a special guest. So we'll get rolling here. Raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you. We'll start with Rich. Please identify which player you're asking a question for, and let's not do a million for all of yous. If we can try to keep it to individual players or players.
Okay. Could I do this for Abdul and Tony?
Yep.
What have you seen from Dom DeLuca in practice this year, and why do you think he has a knack for making big plays at big moments?
Yeah, I'll start. I'd say just he's the same person every day since I stepped in on campus, whether it's just leading on the younger guys like me and Tay and stuff like that. But I'd say just the attitude he brings to practice every day, the positive attitude, and just his work ethic, it just all matches together, and I feel like it all gets put together.
Yeah, ever since I got here from year 1 to year 3, ask anybody in the building, Dom does everything right. He always does his job right, 100% effort, always in the right position. He just does everything right, and he makes plays on the field because of that. All of it shows.
We'll go to Allie in the back left here, and then we'll come up to Johnny.
Dom, this is for you. Your high school career, so decorated. You went through a lot of adversity right before you came to Penn State. When you look at this moment, you walked on, you earned a scholarship, became a captain. A game like this is history. Have you had any time to kind of think about how special this is, being able to play here at Penn State and have the game like this in the college football playoff?
Not really. I mean, I'm just trying to celebrate with my brothers, go 1-0 each week. I mean, just being able to come out with a win for the first round of playoffs is huge, and I'm just excited to celebrate with my brothers.
Johnny and then Tyler.
This is for Devon. Devon, the defensive performance today, how you guys dominated the quarterback, the offense as a whole, kind of a little rattled there. How would you describe it, being out there, and how you guys were able to dominate and take over?
I believe it was a mentality. At the top of the week, we spoke a lot about going in and being exactly who we are and not letting the moment define us, but defining the moment. And I think we did that well. I think our defense really went in very level-headed. We understood that SMU was a really good team with a really good quarterback that can make some explosive plays, especially on his feet, moving around. And I think we came in and we played and adjusted to that well. I mean, with spectacular performances like from Tony Rojas, Dom DeLuca, Abdul, the list goes on. That just is just a testament to us and how we approach everything throughout the week, especially Coach Allen's approach to this week, especially coming off of the Big Ten championship, adjusting to the tempo and playing through that very well. I think we just did a great job in our preparation and really examining and looking at what we did a couple weeks ago in the Big Ten championship and improving on that.
We will go to Tyler and then Max.
Thank you. Question for Drew and Nick. When it comes to Nick and Katron as a tandem, do you feel like you guys are playing your best football this 2024 season, the most effective? And if that is the case, to be peaking going into the playoffs, what does that mean for this team?
Yeah, I feel like me and Katron, we always say we the best backfield in the nation. We stand on it. You gotta give shout out to the O-line. They had a good job today, doing what they doing, and I feel like we just keep going with it. Keep practicing hard, taking one day at a time, just find the little stuff we can just get better at.
Yeah, I think we talk about it as an offense. We want to be crescendoing. I'm not even saying that right, but we'll go with that. But yeah, so we want to be peaking at this time. That's how we want to operate, and just really just build a momentum into each game. And like Nick said, like they're the best backfield in America, and I truly believe that. And that goes. It starts up front at the end of the day for us in both the run and pass game. But when you have guys like Nick and Katron on the team, they make a lot of guys miss. So it just really helps our offense flow as a whole.
Tony in the middle. First off, what did you see on film leading up to this game that meant you guys might have been able to turn into 3 interceptions off Jennings? And as a quick second point, did you feel like you were playing running back again on your pick 6?
Yeah, like we said, we knew the quarterback scrambles a lot, and we couldn't all pursue to the ball because he makes second plays out of nothing. Whenever he's getting out of the pocket, he makes, that's what he's known for, is making plays and just passing downfield. So I kind of knew that. I had a running back man, knew how to follow him, and then I was just in the right spot at the right time. And, yeah, I felt like I was running back. Felt good again. So yeah.
We'll go Mason and then, or Seth and then Mason.
Devon, right here, center. You talked about mentality on defense. Knowing that this was your last home game, how did that kind of play into your mentality? And to win your last home game on a stage like this in the college football playoff, what did that mean to you?
I mean, it meant the world, to be honest with you. You know, I wanted to go out with a bang. I mean, I truly believe that we are the best defense in the country by far, by any means. And I think today was just another opportunity for us to show that. And there's no other way that I wanted to go out of Beaver Stadium than to put on a defensive performance like we did. So, I mean, 2 pick sixes, and we stopped them. We stopped the run. We stopped the pass game. We shut everything down. So I truly thank everybody on defense and on offense for everything that they did, just because it made the moment so special and just made it just an incredible moment to leave off of in Beaver Stadium.
We'll go Mason and then Mike.
Drew over here. Obviously, the offense kind of started a little slow today. Was it something that the defense was doing particularly, or was it a matter of just the offense kind of locking in internally to kind of flip that switch going on?
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it with the O-line, and really we talked about it as offense. It really comes down to our process and worry about us, and at the end of the day, we weren't executing the play calls that were there. I mean, I had, plenty of missed throws in that first quarter that I need to hit and get the ball to the playmakers in space and allow them to show off their abilities. So yeah, it's something that we just have to, get better at, and we emphasize it all the time. We just have to go out and execute it. But at the end of the day, there was nothing that they were doing that was stopping us. It was more of, just little things here and there that allowed, them to make plays. We always talk about it on offense. 11 guys have to be right for the play to work, and on defense, like really only one guy has to be right for to stop the play. So we always have to be on the same page, and it comes down to communication. But we'll get those things fixed, no doubt about it.
We'll go Mike and then we'll go to John.
Dom, 3 quarterback questions. One, what did your high school career playing quarterback, does that help you as a linebacker? What did you see out of Jennings as a quarterback leading up? And have you offered the offense your services as a backup?
I mean, growing up a quarterback, just being able to read defenses was a huge part for me, and now being on the defensive side is helping me play better and being able to read quarterbacks better, being able to read offenses better, identifying formations and what plays I get from each formation. And then, I have told Nick, I think, a couple times that if he needs me to step in for him, I'm here.
We'll go John and then Dave.
Hey, Dom, right here on your left. After the game, James Franklin called Penn State a true college football program, talked about guys wanting to sacrifice for one another, wanted to see other guys do well. When you've got a program full of coaches and players who sacrifice for one another, who want to see each other do well, how big of an impact does that have on this team's success?
I mean, it's huge just being able to do that with your brothers and sacrificing for your brothers. I mean, everyone doing their job at a high level. We always talk about taking money or taking food off of someone else's plate if you don't do your job. So I feel like us doing that and being able to make those sacrifices, either it's sacrifice yourself in the gap for the D-line to make a play, take a double team off a D-lineman for them to make a play. I mean, anything you can do to help the other team, help us, it's huge.
Go David, then Daniel.
Drew, everybody, the goalpost gets set a little different for everybody, of course, but you guys have been asked ad nauseum about when is Drew going to win the big one? When is Coach Franklin? When is Penn State going to win the big one? Does this count as a big one to you? And do you feel like today made a statement about what Penn State is moving forward in the playoff?
I mean, honestly, I don't care what anybody says about me or my team or my coach. At the end of the day, our process is our process, and at the end of the day, the only opinions that matter are the ones that are in Lash building day to day and really know what's going on behind the scenes and that sort of thing. And in terms of, Coach Franklin, he gets a lot of criticism that's undeserved, and he's done a lot more than people give him credit for. And obviously, winning his 100th game, it's special to be a part of that and be the team that was able to deliver that 100th game win to him, and to have it on a stage like the playoffs and at home in Beaver Stadium. It's truly special, and we don't take these moments for granted. But at the end of the day, I mean, me personally, I don't care what anybody says about me from the outside, just because I saw a quote like, why would you take criticism from somebody that you would never take advice from? And that kind of sticks for me. Like, there's a lot of people out there that really don't know what goes on behind the scenes, and it is what it is, and it's part of playing at a place like Penn State, but, you know, it's again, sticking to our guns and sticking to our process.
Last two, we're going to go Daniel and Mark.
Drew, when you look at leading this offense, right over here, when you look at leading this offense, but the game starts out with 2 defensive touchdowns and then another interception that leads to a touchdown, just what you can say about the defensive side of the ball and what these guys did to help you out on offense in this game and throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, in this game specifically, they definitely got us going because obviously, like you said, we didn't have a great start offensively. And, you know, to be going up 14-0 and offensively, we really didn't do anything up to that point was huge. And that allows guys like Abdul and Devon just to pin their ears back and, you know, rush the quarterback because they're going to be, you know, just more throw happy just in general because they're down in the game. And that really got us going as an offense. Obviously, the third interception set us up in a really good spot to, you know, go in and finally get in the end zone offensively. And, you know, they've had our backs throughout the whole year. And you know, it makes it. They have made me a lot better throughout this year, just going against the best defense in America, and I'm just glad that I get to go against them every day out in practice and not against them out on the field in a game setting.
Last question to Mark.
Nick, Coach Franklin said after your touchdown run, you came up to him. I'm going to quote him, but you said, "I'm a violent," and then he cut it off. What statement were you trying to make with that run and then after it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but you know, just that's what my game is. You know, I'm trying to be more of a physical runner. You know, run through someone where the extra man's there. You know, Coach Sider always says, just leave one in for us. You know, everybody can block it up, then just leave one for us. Which that was my mentality at the 1 yard line. So and plus just getting in there, helping my team, just trying to go win. So yeah.